King a5 is forced mate, so let me just make sure that's mate, so it must be takes. Wait, what? Oh, it's not forced mate. I literally thought it was a forced mate. The king can run to b7. Okay, let's go check and mate. Check and you win. Checkmate. It should be check and the bishop covers. Check and mate. Check and mate. Check in. This is the Anastasia mate. King has no squares. Check and take the bishop, I guess. Check and take. Should be check. It must be check. And take the queen. Check and mate. Check. Check and mate. Check. Check and take the rook and win the game. Check and mate. C3 should be winning. I guess rook g4 looks good. Just take with mate. Check and mate. Take and just take the rook. Which one? I guess it's this one with check and mate. Takes, takes, takes. That's good. Takes and just take the queen. I don't understand. You just take and take with the queen. Should be takes, check. Takes a knight e7 and take the rook. Let's go check, check and take the rook. It's check, check and mate. That's pretty much all chess is about. Check, check and mate. Check, take, take. Yeah. Check, check, take the queen. There should be queen d3, but let me check because we're at the point where the puzzles get hard. Queen c1's a move with bishop g4, I guess. Okay, what is this? Wait a second. What? Okay, it's not rook e1 because of rook h7. Queen f4, rook h7, queen b8 doesn't look right. Is this really just bishop g6? Really weird puzzle. I think it is, but very weird. I guess you've got so many juicers all around the king. Got 4 thingies. Check king here, check king here. I think it's got to be check. You've got like 4 pieces right around the king, so this wins. Yeah. Have you noticed any drop as you gotten older, or do you think age is less of a factor now? No, I haven't really. Thank you to JNA for the 8 months. I haven't really noticed a drop off in terms of play. Actually, one thing that I was thinking about chess was like when people talk about Magnus, I'm skeptical that he's necessarily gonna like fall off or something right now, because it's like, you think it was my alt account, you guys. I don't play on Lee chess. Check, check and take the queen, but good one. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel any drop off. I don't know. I don't want to talk about society necessarily, but I feel like for whatever reason in multiple fields, people who are at the top, they seem to be staying at the top for much longer than in the past. And I don't know if what that is, but I feel like that's actually true. I think I just take and go here. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, look at tennis. Like Federer is like, is Federer 40 already? Like Federer is like so old. I mean, he's like 40. And it's still like, I mean, he's one example. Brady, LeBron. I mean, LeBron's not that old, but I mean, like Brady and Federer are like 9,000 years old. And I don't know. And it's like when I look at these sports, I mean, you just don't see. I don't know, in tennis specifically, because that's the game that I know about. That's the sport that I follow the most. Like, I don't know. You don't see these young talents coming up. And I was thinking, even in chess, like I'll do an Ali Reza. I can't think of any young players who actually are exhibiting those like the super talent, like wow factor. Let's go d2. Hans. Hans, I mean Hans is gonna be a very solid grandmaster. Dubov is not young, you guys. Dubov, I think we all, because we haven't heard a lot about him, we think he's young, but he's not young at all. I think Dubov's like, how old is he? I mean, he looks very young, but he's not young. He's 24, and he's about to be 25 very shortly in April. So yeah, but he looks very young. I think that's why we forget. It's like he looks really young, so it's like you think that it's like, one second, it's got to be here, and then here, and make a queen. But yeah, 24 is young, but it's not like it's not, how to put it in context. It's young, but it's like it's already past the age where it's like it's past the age where it's like you expect to see like just massive gaps in the same way. Let's take. Esipenko is quite young. Esipenko is what, 18, 19? I mean, there's a lot of room for Esipenko. He's what, 18, 19? Yeah, he's 18 years old. See, Esipenko at 18 has a much higher ceiling than Dubov does at 25. That's not to say Dubov can't become very strong still or get over 2700, but the upside for Dubov is a lot lower relative to Esipenko, because those 7 years make a huge difference. Nihal, yeah, of course there are a lot of Indians. I expect some of the Indians to get up there, but they're still too young, so they're not quite at the point where you can like say wow, but they are very good. Yeah, I'm talking about chess, not in life, you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does it matter when they start playing? No, it matters. It's kind of like it gets harder and harder to improve as you get better and better. So it's like the younger you are, like 2650 at 17, there's much higher upside than like 2680 at 25, for example. Dubov might be 20, is he 27? He might be 2700. I don't know exactly what his rating is right now, but the point is that I'm saying those years, those 17, 18, 19, 20 are probably the four most critical years for development. If you're talking about people who are like trying to become world champion, I'm not talking about like, I'm not talking about just like being a solid 2700 player, like top 30 in the world. I'm saying like world champion. Let's go check and block and just h5, h4, h3. How old was I when I reached 2700? I think I was like 22, maybe. It was what, 2000 and it was 2009, I think it was. I first broke 2700 in 2000 and no, sorry, first time I broke 2700 was 2008, so that would have been 13 years ago. So I was 20 years old. Yeah, 2008 was when I first broke 2700. Let's see, check or check. It's got to be check, right? Good. Need c4. C4 looks like an obvious move here. Or is it this? Wait. C4 looks right. C4 looks right, but I'm not sure if it is right. Let me think. Rook a2, king there, check, knight e5. Okay, one, queen c4, queen c7, check, king f8. Actually, yeah, it's got to be c4. And now the important thing is, this is what I wasn't sure of. There are two checks here, but if you go this one, he blocks and he takes, and you actually lose because of mate threats. So I think you check on this one. Yeah, it takes, and rook a1, and you win. I think it's saying dictator for the prime. Yeah, Magnus 2800 18, exactly. Yeah, that's why, like, when you look at the ratings, Ali Reza, I mean, he's lower rated than Magnus, but he's on that track. How can Ali Reza be so good though with thousands less hours of practice study? Because the gap in terms of experience with online play is much less. You can learn things a lot faster when you're that age. That's the reason. I guess you take with the queen. Let me see. Takes. I mean, it seems right. And just check. And just takes. No, actually, no, like that's the reason. Also, the other thing, I really don't get the Duda hype. The thing with Duda is that Duda, when he plays great chess, his rating can fluctuate very up and down. He can play some great chess, but the problem with Duda is that he's so wildly inconsistent that, like, when he plays well, it's great, but when he plays badly, it's like I mean, it's a total disaster. It's a real disaster. I mean, it's got to be takes. Now I don't know, is it rook f5? Yeah, no, I'm talking about FIDE rating, not the classical ratings. I mean, it's got to be rook f. I played that move way too fast. Also, I played that move really way too fast. That was very careless of me. Okay, that was really careless. Am I coming for Arena Kings? Yes, I will be playing in Arena Kings in an hour and 8 minutes. I just moved way too fast there. Wasn't thinking. Okay, takes and bishop e4 looks fine. I guess you take. But yeah, that's what I would say is that the age does matter a lot, though. Yeah, it was just queen e6 and rook back. Yeah, I don't think Ali Reza can reach 2900. In fact, I don't think anyone will get to 2900 again. I think Magnus is rating 2882, sorry, I think it was published, and 2889 on the live ratings is as close as anyone will ever get. I think there's more and more parity, so I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible because I don't think you're gonna have enough people, like, so yeah. Magnus the 18 or Farouj, I mean, obviously Magnus based on rating, but Alirez is the only one who I would say on the track of the ELO rating is comparable, so it's going to be exciting to see what happens down the road. Vishy's longevity is amazing. Yeah, but the thing with Vishy though is he hasn't played. Vishy also has not played in like 2 years. Like, when was the last time Vishy played a tournament either? So Vishy, I mean, it was already impressive. He can come back after this break and still play amazing chess, then that would be even more phenomenal. I'm not sure that he'll be able to do it, but that being said, his career nonetheless, I mean, I think probably in my book he's like number 4. I think probably number 4 all time, just because of the longevity. I assume I take. Okay, let me start over. Let me just do this seriously. Last time I went to Japan was 2017. Behind Magnus, Gary, and Bobby, obviously Bobby Fischer, of course. So let's go check, and that's good. Takes is good. I mean, I don't know. You could maybe say, like, you could say not Ali Rez, sorry. You could say maybe Jose Raul is better, Capablanca, but I mean, I don't know. Let's go here and here. I said Gary, you guys. Why do you keep thinking I'm saying Gary? I said Gary Kasparov. I said Gary. Why do you guys keep thinking I'm saying Gary? I said Gary. Gary over Gary. Yes, yeah, okay, let's go mate. But yeah, so I would say probably it's Gary Kasparov is number 1. I would say Magnus is number 2, although I do think Magnus will probably pass Gary when all is said and done on the listing. And then probably number 3 is Bobby Fischer. I mean, you talk about periods, you're right. Morphy is just so hard to rank because the game it was different, but you're right that Morphy in terms of rating, he dominated by a wider margin than anybody else in history, without a doubt. I don't know. Karpov, I mean, Karpov also ranks up there. Like, it depends how you rank. Like, do you rank based on just a pure skill level, or do you rank it based on like skill level combined with dominance combined with importance in chess? It's very difficult. But the top 3, I think for sure are without a doubt, I think most people would agree, top 3 are Gary Kasparov, Magnus Carlsen, and Bobby Fischer. Let's go here. Should we check and mate? I mean, Fischer I think people rank because we don't really know where he would have ended up, but he was like 180 points. Wasn't it 180 ahead of Spassky? It was something obscene. When he stopped playing, it was like 180 points higher rated than Spassky. Like, I think it was like 27. It's like what, 27? I don't even remember, like 2780 or something. Wasn't he like 2780? And like Spassky was like 2609 or something ridiculous. I mean, it was pretty nuts. B3 B2. I guess just takes is good. Yeah, it was like 2780. And what was thank you to Leah Pear for the tier 3 magic spell for the 8. I mean, even look at the modern day rankings. Like if you take Fisher at 2780, like I think that's still like, isn't that like top 25 ever? Like I mean, even now, like that was in 1972. That was nearly 50 years ago. That was nearly 50 years ago, and that's still like a top 25 rating even now. I mean, so like that I think speaks volumes. What do I plan to do the rest of the stream? We're playing in Arena Kings shortly. Actually, not shortly. In an hour 2 minutes, we're playing in Arena Kings and going from there. So let's take the rook. There's rook e3, rook d3. Looks pretty good. I can just, do I take or do I take? I think I just take the pawn. Thank you to AZ for the 2 months. Thank you to T-Rex for the prime. My highest ranking I think was number, what is that? I don't even check the live ratings anymore, but let me see. I think I was like number 8 highest rated or number 10. I don't know what. 2819, what was that? 10th highest rated. Me and Maxime both are the same rating. My rating was 2819.0. Maxime was 2819.3. Vishy's peak was 2820.7. So I have the 10th highest rating in history. No, I meant history. I meant history. I'm not talking about oh, what was that? Okay, I don't know what that was. Let me start over. Anyway, let's go check and mate. Let me just get back to where I was at. It must be takes. Okay, check and mate. Should be this and this. 96. Yeah, it must be this. Yeah. It's good. Rook d1 looks good with bishop a6. There's a check. There's a check here. I think it must be this check. That's good. There's bishop e8. Queen g5 is no good. Rook h6 must be winning though. There's g5. There's also check, check, check takes. I mean, I guess you just take and just take. Okay, good. All right. Thank you to Hikaru Shakamura for the tier 1. Thanks so much. How much of my success in chess do I attribute to online? A lot actually, because a lot of my early development was playing online blitz. I would say the two most important factors were the opportunities I had to play at the Marshall Chess Club 2 or 3 times every week, and then combine that with the amount of online blitz games I was able to play when I was young. Those two things I think were the single most important factors. I assume you just take. There's check. There's also check, check takes. Why can't you be good when you're older? You can, of course you can, but like historically it's been, that's not how it's worked. Wait a sec. Knight f3, queen e3 doesn't look right. Knight e2, queen e5, knight f3, queen h5, knight g3, queen g6, knight f3, queen h5, rook h4 though. So yeah, so it's got to be this good. Wait, you got to be careful. I think you go king e5. Yeah, you take. I think just Saucy for the prime and Terka for the prime. I think knight g4 is just winning, but I might be wrong. Bishop f4 takes, check, check. Check there. Must be right. go here. I assume it's check and takes. It's good. Okay, so now there's d2. There's rook d8 also. Rook d8 looks about right. It should be right. I think it's knight d4. Yeah. Okay, e7 e8's a move here. It looks right. I don't want to rush it though. This is because we're in the 40s, so now I need to be a little bit more mindful, but it's got to be e7. Okay, and then just takes, and then just takes. I think it's check, and then wait a second. It's got to be check. I think it's here. Yeah, there we go. Now there's some combo here with queen d8, maybe rook f7, rook d7. Actually, that's just checkmate. Wait. Okay, bishop h6 looks correct, but then knight e2, but then king h1, but then knight g3, but then take. Yeah, this must be correct. Just take. Okay. Okay, let's see. So this is actually pretty good because king a3 is a forced mate. King a5 is a forced mate, so let me just make sure that's mate, so it must be takes. Wait, what? Oh, it's not forced mate. I literally thought it was a forced mate. The king can run to b7. Wow, oh my gosh, I literally thought the king could run to b7. The king could not. I thought king a5 b6 king a6 queen a4 was checkmate, but there's king b7. Okay. Okay, rook a2 is a move here. Rook f1 is a move. Let's think. This is also a move. Bishop h6. Yeah, I didn't even see b6 king. Wow, that's insane. What is this one? This is actually not easy. Knight f3 or rook a2. My instinct says rook a2, but it doesn't feel like a puzzle enough of a puzzle solution. I don't think it's right, but I'm gonna play it. It's wrong, right? Yeah, it is wrong. That one's weird. That one I'm gonna check in a second. So this is probably like check and knight g4. That one I'm gonna take a look at because that one, no, but knight g4 rook g4, that one I don't know. That I'm gonna get to 50 and I'll do one more after this. And maybe it's just here and here. Is it this? Maybe I think it's this. No, it's not. Okay, this one I don't understand. Oh, it's queen e4. I didn't see queen e4. I saw bishop h6, but after queen h6 I only saw knight f3. I didn't see queen e4. It's bad. Okay, one last one. I didn't see that one. I mean, d2 is a move here. I don't know if it's right. Wait a second. It must be right. Yeah. There's bishop d4, knight c5, knight f2. It's probably just this and this. Yeah, check takes. Check. Rook e1. There's also d3. I think d3 is right. Rook e2 and take the queen. So fe5 here. It's good. Queen c4, queen h5, or queen d. Actually, queen d5. Yeah, it's good. A rook g1 looks winning. Check and mate. Probably queen e1 and knight e2. It's good. Looks right. Looks right. There's e6 or bishop e7 here. Okay, let's think. Now I'm off to a good start in this one. So this is the final one I'm doing for the day. So let's see. E6 might trap the queen. I think it does. There's check. Bishop e4 looks like the right move. That's good. It gets difficult at 40, around 40 or 50. It depends on the exact like number, but somewhere around there gets tricky. Like here I have multiple options, but I think it's just takes. So if I take g3, takes maybe as a line. Actually, the more I look at it, the more I think it is queen h4. Yeah, it's got to be, because takes and queen h4 doesn't work, so it's just takes and takes and takes. Okay, this should be rook c8. No, I think you just take and go here. Takes here. Well, if you don't take the queen, there's something else, so this must be right. It's queen h7, rook b5. Knight c5 is also a move here. What else works here? Queen h7, rook e6. No, actually knight c5 threatens mate, so of course it's knight c5. I didn't actually say there was a mate threat. Okay, rook e6 is a move. Queen g7 must, I think queen g7 must be right with rook e6, and then take the queen. Okay, that's good. There's this. There's also bishop f2, rook e8, king g7. Must be right. Take the queen. Aha, the puzzle goes on. Some easy puzzles, actually, luckily. On the lighter side. It must, I assume it's got to be takes. Oh, you can take and check on g1, right? Yeah. It must be knight. Actually, does it have to be? It could be queen h4 here. It could also be takes and queen h4, knight g3. I think it's takes and knight g3. Should be here. So easy. Well, I mean, they're easier. They're on the easier end because there are not so many. There are not so many possibilities. So what is this? White can take the knight. What is this? I guess you don't take the knight. You have find some way to hem in this bishop, because the knight kind of has no squares here. Everything is guarded. So you find some way to win this bishop. Is it queen b? I think it's queen b5 and queen c6. Because you hit the rook. Then again, queen b5 black move the knight though. Like if you go here, black just moves the knight. So I'm a little confused by this. I guess it's queen b5, but it's very weird. Yeah, it's like here and takes. Very, very weird. There's queen f8 here. There's knight f6, bishop h3. Let's see. Okay, knight f6 is a move. Rook c1 is also a move. Yeah, Lakers for life for the prime thing, Pavi for the prime thing so much. I mean, queen f8, knight d6 looks reasonable. Takes. I think it's just check and check. Good. 51, getting there slowly but surely. King f8 allows rook e8, so it can't be there, so it's one of these two. King h8 also allows check, so these two are wrong. Now last time I said that I messed this up, but here check is no good. Here check is forced, so it's got to be here. Here is mate. If you go to h8, okay, rook f7, rook f7, rook e8. Wait, this is tricky. Wait, rook f7, rook e8, king g7, queen e5, and you lose the game. So you can't block with the rook. Check here, check. Yeah, you can't block with the rook. You can't go here to mate, so by process of elimination it has to be here. Here you got mated, so you have to go here, and now you take. Good. Okay, let's think about what the moves are here for white. There's 96, there's f3, f4. Okay, f3 is a move, 96 is a move. There are a lot of options here. Oh, there's also 98 with a box. 98 creates a box around the king. Okay, let's think. 98 is a box. Okay, let's think about it. So if I go 98, what are the moves? Okay, that don't lose. This, okay, if I go 98, these two lose right away. Queen d8, knight here, king here, loses. So if you go here, these three squares lose. Queen e7, knight here also loses. So once I go to this square, 1 2 3 4 moves lose. b7 loses, b8 loses, b6 loses. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. a7 knight d a7 knight f6 loses. So when I go here, what do you have? If I go here, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Queen a5, knight f6 is the same thing. Those moves lose. Queen c5, check. Queen c4 loses. Queen c3, knight f6, king here, knight here loses. Queen c1, same thing. Queen f4, check. Queen h2, check. Yeah, everything loses. Knight e8. And now you go check, 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 take the queen. Yep. This must be queen h3 here. I feel like queen h3 must be right, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly. It's got to be right though, doesn't it? Nothing else can make sense. But now I think you take with the queen to line up a checkmate the other way. And now you go for the lolly checkmate. Good check in here, and now you take the queen. Check. There's also knight c6 here. A lot of options. You can also take, maybe takes, and king c4, knight d2. Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, check, check, and collect the rook in the corner. Knight f, I think this is king f2, or is it rook h8? This might be rook h8, knight e2. I think it's rook h8 and knight e2 if I'm not mistaken. Well, but rook h8, rook h5. Yeah, actually it's got to be this. And then check, and then check, and then take the rook. Okay, getting closer to 60. Pretty good stuff. What are the moves here? Okay, 3 knight g4 is no good. 4 bishop f4 is no good. What is this? Queen e6 maybe? I think it's just queen e6. Queen f5 is also a move, but it doesn't look right. I see nothing else that makes sense. I guess you just take, although you check. Check might be right. Wait a second. Rook d2 is definitely winning, but I think it's actually check. King here, but then queen here and bishop e1, and you don't have a way to win that, so I'm not sure. Make it to 69. Yeah, that's my goal. Okay, rook d2 is a move. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's a puzzle, So because it's a puzzle, my instinct is that it's got to be queen e4, not, or it's got to be queen e4, not just taking the bishop. I don't, but taking the bishop does look really, really good. No, but you can't check and take the bishop, because if you check and the king moves, you take, you lose your queen, because it's no longer pinned. That's the point. I've got to trust my instinct that you just take the bishop, yeah, you do. Now there's g5 here, which traps the bishop, I guess. Looks right, but I don't know, maybe there's something else. No, there can't be. It's just got to be here. Check. Okay, good. What does X mean? That means capture, like takes d2. Jobava got 109. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it depends how much time you really want to put into this, really. That's ultimately. Okay, what's wrong with e2? Rook e1, rook d1, king g2. That's the idea. Okay. Oh, but you have e2, rook f. Yeah, or wait, no. Wait, e2, rook e1. Ah, but you have check on g1, king h3, rook e3. Yes, okay. And take the juicer. Yes. Yeah. It's rook f1, rook g1. That's the point. Yeah. Okay, I have queen a5 check here. There's also, wait, there's a free juicer, but you can't take. So it's got to be a check. So like if I wait, but if I check here takes, but if I check, he just goes c3. The thing is, there are not many moves. Rook h8 is mate, queen f7 is mate, so you have to find some way to stop the mating threat. It might be something really dank, like queen a5, c3, queen a2, rook h8, bishop to g8, and you hold on the long diagonal. If it's not that, what other moves do I see? Because this is just a checkmate in one. Basically, you have to stop checkmate with rook h8, and I don't see any other way to stop it. So I think it's actually just check, and I think you just take. Yeah, you do. And now, which piece do you block with is also important. So the bishop or the knight. Bishop g8, e5. I mean, you have two options. It's a 50-50. What is the difference between the two? Knight g8 takes. Yeah, not sure. Funny thing is, I don't see a way for white to checkmate no matter which way you block. That's the problem with this. Thank you to Dr. Habib for the 340 bits, Blue Jay for the prime, and D Marambe for the tier 1. Thank you so much. I really don't know though. My instinct says it's knight. That's my instinct. My instinct says it's the knight, and I think it is the knight, but let's see. It is. Okay, good. Tough. Yeah, it's just my instinct said that had to be right. Now this is a good clean king and pawn endgame, so this is going to be something where you win because of the king opposition. The problem with these endgames is here they're 3 squares, and what is the difference between 3 squares? Go here, king c. I think maybe the difference, let's see, if you go here, yeah, basically this point is if you go this way, he goes here, then here, and it's a draw. So if you go here, then here, then it's a draw again, because king can get back, so you have to go this way so you can box the king out, and then, but it's actually not true. Wait, here, king d2. So here, king d. Wait. Okay, so here, e3, king e4. Okay, I mean it's what's the difference? So king here, it's a draw. So these pathings all draw. it's got to be here. King c3. No, it's got to be here and then king here. Well, let's see. King here, king here, king here, king here, king here, king here, king here. You win by 1 tempo. No, but this is not as easy. You guys say it's just some c3, but king here, 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 e3. I just go back. It's like it's a zugzwang. It's just a question of which order is right. I mean, I know I've seen this before. I just don't remember what the exact. It's something where you get e3 at the right moment. I know that, but it's like here, king here, c6, d4. That's why I really feel like it's this one. No, if you move the pawn, you lose actually, because if you push the pawn, you lose. You lose all your pawns. I mean, I'm sure it's not b8 just does not look right somehow. No, b8 is 100% not right. So it's one of these two. b8 is not right. I mean, my instinct says it's b6 just 'cause I don't know, but let's see. Here. I'm gonna go for it. It's right. Okay, good. c6, d4. This is, I mean, it's some kind of, you have to get the triangulation, so when the king comes here, you have e3 with zugzwang. But okay, let's think. Okay, there are 3 squares here. Let's say king c7, king d4, king d7, king e5. That's just a safe draw. So king c7, king d4, king d8 to draw, no pawn push, king here, king e5. Okay, so king c7's wrong, so it's got to be one of these two then. So let's say king c6, king d4, king d7, king e5 is no good. It's got to be king c5, king d2. It's got to be c5. I mean, oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. You can go to e6. That's right. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah. So yeah. It's e4. It's e5, e6. Yes. Of course. Right, king. There. F. Wait a second. Okay, but it's not simple. Wait, it's still not trivial though. e4, king e3, e5, king. Just make sure I get the order right. I have the idea now, but it's not a king move. It's definitely e4, king e3, but then I have to figure out the correct pathing. e4, or is it e4? Wait. No. Huh. It's like I thought I had it, but e4 here, king here, it's not winning. e4, king here, e5, king f4 was what I thought it was, but now I'm confused. Okay, so wait, so I thought it was e4, but now I'm really confused again. I thought you get the pawn to e6, but now that I think about it, there's no way to do that. So if you can't do that, then it's again, what are the moves? King d4 takes, loses. So what do you, king c4, actually wait here, no, king c4 loses too, so you have 2 squares basically. Okay, let's think. So if you go king c6, wait, let's start with king d5, king e3, king e6. Oh, it's just a triangle, isn't it? You go here, yeah, it's a triangle and you get the right square. Yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way. I got careless for 1 move. It's king d5, e6. I got careless for 1 move. Oh, that's so careless. It's king d5 and then king e6. Oh, that's so careless of me. Right when I had it, I went the wrong zigzag. So bad. This must be e6, I'm sure. Okay, let's think. Queen g6, queen f7. I mean, I assume it's rook f3 and then rook b5. It's got to be this, right? Yeah, I just tilted after that one. I just tilted that away. There's some a6 here, I guess. Yeah, I just tilted after that previous one. Yeah, I mean, I just tilted because the whole thing is it's just king d5. It's king d5 and then e3. Yeah, I just tilted this one away. What was this one actually? This one I was kind of curious. Oh, rook e3. Okay, rook e3 not so bad. I mean, if it's that complicated, I'm not that upset. Yeah, it happens. All right, I'm taking a short break, go use the restroom, come back, probably read a couple of articles, and then we're gonna play an Arena King, so I'll be right back.